John G. DeAndrea, EM2. At Newport, Rhode Island, we were assigned to the Atlantic Fleet, and most of our cruises were to the Mediterranean, North Atlantic, Caribbean. First trip was to the Caribbean for a shakedown cruise. That's a cruise where we fired the guns, 5-inch guns, and we did some anti-submarine chasing. After that, come back to Newport, Rhode Island. Stayed in the area of Newport, Rhode Island, operating out at sea. And then we were sent to the Mediterranean, first trip. First trip to the Mediterranean, we hit Gibraltar, Spain, France, Italy. While we were in Italy, I was fortunate enough to have a weekend pass. I had gotten information from my grandparents, the village that they were born in and came from, and I had the opportunity to take a trip up there to see where they were born. So my wish was granted. It was a little town north of Naples called Roccamondolfo, and it was a village that was on the side of a mountain. When I took the bus from Naples, speaking broken English, I've spoken Italian. The bus, I told the bus driver where I wanted to go. He says, okay. He says, I'll tell you where to get off. So he stops at this crossroad, and it's up in the mountains. I mean, it's up just all country. And all I saw was no homes. All I saw was a young boy in a meadow with about 100 sheep. So he says, I'm going to let you off here, and there's another bus that comes by. So I got off that bus, and I'm standing there all alone with nothing around me except this one young gentleman out there. And I said, boy, I hope that bus comes. And it came. Within 10 minutes it came, and I jumped on the bus and went up to the village. Yeah, that was really, really something. They were very, accommodating and couldn't do enough for you. Drove me back to Naples to go toward the ship. Poor community, but everyone did their part. For food, well, we had great meals, I'll tell you. Spaghetti and meatballs and all kinds of desserts, all kinds of stuff. Yeah, it was great. After our trip to the Mediterranean, we came back to the States, to Newport, Rhode Island, based in Newport, Rhode Island, and operated again in the Atlantic and down in the Caribbean for exercises. Up to the North Atlantic on one trip. We made the North Atlantic trip, and we were operating with the WASP and NATO. So there was 100 ships out there. We had a tremendous storm. And the storm was so bad that the WASP, which is at 10 stories, was taking water over the bow. We were in between the waves. And when we were in between those waves, we couldn't see anything but water on both sides of us. And then the ship would raise and we'd be up like on the top of a mountain looking all around. That was a pretty bad storm we were in. Yeah. Came through it okay. I didn't know if anybody, I know I didn't get seasick. I did when I first joined, but I didn't get seasick that day. I think it was the excitement of it, but no fear. And the bow would go down under the water, and the water would come over the top of the bow on a 5-inch gun turret. And then the ship would break and come up and it'd vibrate as it came out of the water. Yeah. Yeah, that was the worst one.